Hello and
I love how you
welcome.
just call me Mr. Gerberg.
Yeah, I know. Hello and welcome back to the Faithless Podcast. We for some reason my mic just went out for like 3 seconds, and of course the recording just stopped. So we'll just go and make this a two-parter. Why not? We'll upload one part today, another part tomorrow. But so we're back on this idea that's like, oh, we gotta have critical thinking to our kids. Okay, yeah, of course we do. But does creationism teach critical thinking? No.
Oh, taste of the grace of God.
No, Mason, be serious.
Yeah, it really doesn't. It teaches you to follow something without even going into it. Is that really critical thinking? I don't think so.
It really isn't. And so it's just not. It's
I
just
mean,
like
if somebody, I mean, if
believe
like
without
let's
evidence.
say this. What if somebody came up to you and said that there's a magical horse that can fly and it has wings? Would you believe that? No, you'd have to see it to believe anything.
Exactly. You need
But then,
evidence.
but then you go to evolution. But then you read the Bible and you're like, that's real. Gotta be.
Alright, so let's move to the next one. Give parents what they want. A 1991 Gallup poll, which was the last time make a comprehensive polling result on a national scale was under. Oh my God, leave me alone. In that
Did
47%
you want
of
the
listen.
evangelical newsletter?
That indicated that 47% of Americans believe in creation over evolution, and 40% believe that God used evolution as a process of creating life. Okay, so 9%. Yeah, okay. So, I believe when it says 40% they believe in creation instead of evolution. What if 47% of Americans believed that we should
Kill all the Jews.
kill the Jews, kill every Jewish person, or kill every Muslim person? And
Yeah.
then 40% believe we should use the Muslims to kill the Jews. And then 9% said, how about we don't kill anybody? Which one would you back? And I know that's kind of
Probably, I'd have to say the 47%.
you're really.
I'm just kidding. No, I'd have to percent. Good old 9%, man.
Yeah.
9%.
Okay. Just because a lot of people want. So here's my view on it. Okay.
Only 9% of people weren't stupid.
Yeah. In a lot of cases,
in November
yeah,
28th,
shut up.
1991.
If the majority of people support it, I'm usually behind it. But in public schools, we need to teach kids the facts. Like, if a majority of the people supported higher taxes on the rich, of course I'd be behind them, because that works to grow an economy. But this is a public school. We teach the facts that we know. Okay? It doesn't matter in Saudi Arabia, I don't know the exact percentages, but I'm almost certain. I know the majority is Muslim. It's just got to be an overwhelming majority has to be Muslim there. Okay, what if Americans wanted to teach the Aztec story of creation? Would you be behind that? Oh, this freedom of speech argument. Okay, and they're quoting George Bush. Not
Best president ever.
Not Bush 41 either, and Bush 41 wasn't as bad as W. How is it? Oh, freedom of speech. Expressing your ideas is essential what freedom of speech is.
Bush did 9/11.
This is again a public school where we're teaching kids the facts.
We're not supposed to be teaching. We shouldn't be teaching students opinionated bullshit.
Which is what it is.
We should be teaching.
That's really what it is.
Evolution is bad science.
Let's read that. This first sentence. Mankind used to believe. Mason, would you seriously stop?
God damn, I love that.
Mankind used to believe that the Earth was flat and that if a ship sailed. I can crush this right now. Science changes based on the facts. So yeah, we used to believe the Earth was flat. Now we know it's round. We used to think that everything just was born into existence. Then Charles Darwin discovered, and Charles Darwin did not create evolution. He discovered.
Hey.
No, did you hear me, Mason?
Yeah,
I
heard.
Discovered it. So,
well, how do you know that the Earth isn't flat? Have you ever seen Christopher Columbus in real life before? Exactly. That's why.
But again,
flat.
And evolution is bad science. How? And this idea. The human body has so many imperfections. Like there's so many problems with it. And
let's look at human disability.
No, no. Let me say this. Okay, so you wonder to yourself, oh, how is evolution true if we have all these problems? That proves evolution is true. Mutations that and problems and not all mutations are problems. Sometimes mutations actually help. Mutations are actually a big part of evolution, but we have all these problems with us that proves that maybe those were helpful back in earlier forms, but they're not helpful anymore. If we were perfect created like this and will never change, wouldn't we be perfectly made? Wouldn't we have
I mean,
absolutely no problems? Why are there
if
so
you,
many? No, no. Why are there so many genetic disorders? If we were just created perfectly, then why are there genetic disorders? Why is there Down syndrome?
yeah,
It,
I honestly do you think if we had a time machine and we traveled ahead in the world to where humans would be in a million years, we would probably look different.
we'd
It might
probably no, no.
it
You know why it hurts? I heard Richard Dawkins talk about this, and he's an evolutionary biologist. He knows what he's talking about. You know why it hurts when you've been standing up for a long time, for like 30 minutes, and it already hurts, because for millions upon millions of years we were on our hands and knees, and for only the past, I think we became bipedal about 2 million years ago, 1.5 million maybe. We haven't been bipedal very long, so it hurts after only 30, 40 minutes. But this wasn't that long. But
but
creationism
I
just
mean,
and separation of church and state. We
let's
really
look at I mean, and if you look at counter arguments to prove God is real, they're so flawed in logical ways.
and
But then
a lot of them fall on emotional reasons, not
yeah, like I've
physical
seen God
evidence.
before.
Or he guides us in our everyday life, which was
He
actually me and
I
Mason
used to
and
be
I
godless until
read this.
God led me to the
It was
path.
it said two huge pieces of evidence, and I say huge pieces of evidence, and one of them was that neither of them were physical evidence. One was emotional, and the other was like the Bible.
Mer got him. Yeah, because the Bible definitely teaches every single truth ever.
No, you want to talk about circular logic? The idea that how do you know God's real? The Bible tells me so. How do you know the Bible is true? Because the Bible says it's true. You want to talk about circular reasoning? Oh my gosh,
Yeah, I know. It's like your own logic is so flawed in so many ways.
it really is.
And then a lot of them be like, "How does something come from nothing?" And I'm like,
Well,
"Isn't that
it
flying your
wasn't
logic? Then
it
where did
wasn't
God come
nothing.
from?"
Let's go on separation of church and state. We'll try to briefly cover this. It's pretty easy to explain. Okay. Of course, people who are like, we need the church. They're Christian evangelicals.
They're Christian. They'll
Why don't we
help us
have?
out,
Why
except
not?
if you're gay.
Why don't we have a Muslim government? You don't want separation of church and state, so why the hell not? Huh? Look what happened. Alright, here's one of my main points, okay? You know, up here, like, I want the Supreme Court to honor the Bible. No, I want them to honor the Constitution. Alright, that's what our country was founded on. That's what they need to honor. Not the Bible, not anything else.
But everybody who wrote the Bible, true believers.
On God, man.
Hey Jacob,
hmm
Jesus man.
Hey, Scotty. Hey, TJ.
Jesus man.
Hey,
Hey
TJ.
TJ. Hey
Evolution,
TJ.
bitch. Alright, thank you guys for watching, and goodbye.